What? Ooh, let me get this frog out of my throat. Hey, my friend, happy Wednesday. Really excited to bring you this first of several. I'm going to make sure and try to come live to you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, Lord willing. And let me see, I think I might need to clean that off. Is that better? Okay. So, we are going to talk all about how your health is affecting your performance in life, which directly impacts your bank account. Let's be real. When you feel better, you do better, right? Put that in the chat. When you feel better, you do better. Okay. So, have you ever thought about that? Let me ask, have you ever thought about how your health could possibly be sabotaging your success? Before we get into all of the nitty gritty, go ahead. Let's make sure we're doing some housekeeping. Drop a flame if you are catching me live, and drop a purple heart if you are catching me on a replay. And let me know how you're doing today. Scale of 1 to 10. How are you feeling? I feel amazing. Total 10 all the way. And I've been in the health and wellness industry 13 years. I since retired from that space, but I am still very, very, very passionate about helping women feel their best because, like I said in the beginning, when you feel better, you do better. When you feel better, you treat those around you better, right? Like everything revolves around your health. It is super hard. Like, think about it. When you're sick, you don't want to do anything. You might be grouchy, you might be crabby, right? Am I right? Drop yes or yes in the comments. So it's super important, especially when you've got to wear all these hats, as women. Okay, especially as a single mom, as a widow, I've got to be the cook, the bake, what is it? The cook, the baker, the candlestick maker. I've got to be all the things. And life requires us to be at our best. We don't have time for fatigue, right? We don't have time for brain fog. We don't have time, for illness. We don't have time for any of that. And furthermore, let's be real, the way we view ourselves also impacts our confidence, which does impact the way we show up. So today, I'm just going to give you some signs that your wellness could be wrecking your health. I'm going to talk about things that I do that could help you and like really why it matters. And we're going to go for it. Okay. It's not going to be very long. So don't worry, I won't keep you. But here are some signs that your wellness is affecting your health. Okay. First off, when you've got brain fog, okay, drop brain fog in the comments if you've got brain fog. I know for me, I used to literally forget what I was saying mid sentence. Ask my best friend Shelly Long. I'd be like, uh, wait, what was I saying? Wait, what was I saying? Like, I literally wouldn't even know what I was talking about. And of course, that impacts your relationships, that impacts your business, that impacts every aspect of your life when you feel like you can't focus. And then when you have low energy, when you're fatigued, that's going to cause procrastination. You're not going to be consistent. I'll tell you from literally from the hours of 1 to 5, it was like I just took a deep dive, nose dive into the ground, man, from 1 to 5. I used to not even be able to function, and I was reaching for caffeine and sugar and perhaps needing a nap or taking a nap if I had time, just trying to power through the day. And it impacted my business. It impacted, the way I treated my children. Like, it was just so aggravating. And then, you pair that with poor sleep. Right? Poor sleep can impact your body composition, your mood swings, right? It can cause burnout and low creativity because just think about it. Your brain is foggy, you're not sleeping well, so you're tired. And I mean, imagine if all of that disappeared, how it would change your life. And so it's so important that you get a hold of all those things. And oftentimes we don't even know how, right? There was a time when I felt like I was crossing my T's and dotting my I's. I was taking supplements and I was trying to go to bed on time, and, I was exercising and eating halfway decent, trying to get my water in. It's like, wow, can we just add one more thing to the to-do list? Perhaps you've even put your feet in the grass because you're like, let me ground, let me do some cold plunges, right? Let me get out in the sun, like whatever I need to do to get my dopamine, my motivation, right? Whatever I can do to help myself power through. But let's be real, there's only so many hours in the day. There's only so much room on your to-do list, right? We don't have time for all that. Amen. We don't have time. So we need to simplify in order to multiply. I want you to put that in the comments. Simplify in order to multiply. I want to tell you what I changed and how it helped me so drastically that my life has completely taken a total 360 based on some simple tips and things that you can do. Okay. Number one, you got to move your body. You got to move your body. You need to set a timer. You need to do something. You might be like, well, Gianna, I don't have time to exercise. I get it. But you can have a little timer on your watch or on your phone that signals for every 45 minutes. You can get up and just do some torso twists, do some modified jacks, right? Do some squats. Take 5 minutes to move your body. Get a walking pad. I don't know if you saw my post the other day, but I'm like, okay, I need a walking pad. After a long day, your girl loves to watch her true crime, her documentaries, her reality shows with her kids. It's like, all right, I could be walking right now. I could be walking. Drop the word move if you know you need to move in the comment box. Drop the word move if you know you need to move, okay? Hydration, crazy important, but I'm going to give you 3 things that I've done that have helped me so much. Number 1, waking up and putting water in my belly. Your water impacts your brain function. It impacts your fat metabolism. It impacts your energy. Your water impacts every single system in your body. So that's the first thing I do. And then I put my peptides in my body, okay? And I'm going to highlight my favorite peptide. I've got several, but I'm going to highlight my favorite one. Okay, this one, I just put it in my water. It's called energized, and it helps your body naturally produce dopamine, which is your motivation, and your serotonin, which is your happy. This is game changer. And then for an extra bonus, if you're one that sits on the computer all day, maybe perhaps you're a content creator, whatever it is, and you've got to really concentrate and you're struggling with the scattered, your brain's all over the place, pair this with our peptide focused. Okay. And then you've got a get her done combo, my friend, where you're going to feel great. You're going to be motivated to crush your day. Like, this is my go-to. Drop the word go to in the comment box. I'd love to get you some details on this. But at the end of the day, bottom line is, it's not that you're lazy. It's not that you're doing anything wrong. You've just got to make a few tweaks and fuel your body properly. So along with the peptides, it's all about protein, honey. Protein. So many people, when I used to coach back in the day, nutrition and whatnot, I would ask people what their breakfast was. And they would say either they skipped breakfast or they would have oatmeal. You got to have your protein. Your protein affects your body as well, as it will slow down the digestion process. So you stay full longer. If you dump carbs in your body first thing in the morning, your energy is going to dip because your body's got to work really hard to break those down. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't have fruit, but I want you to think something easy to digest. You want to be kind to your digestive system in the morning. Give it the best start to your day. Eggs are great. They're easy to digest. A protein shake, great, easy to digest. I would not recommend anything heavy because that's just going to drain your energy. I would not recommend carbs alone because that's just going to weigh you down and you're going to be hungry just a few hours later, if not maybe 2 hours later. Okay. So we're going to wake up. We're going to hydrate. If you have them available, we're going to put our peptides in our body. And then we're going to eat some really good protein. We're going to move every 45 minutes. I want you to just march in place. Just do something to get your body moving. And then lastly, Protect your sleep like it's your business, because it is, my friends. Your sleep affects your cortisol levels. It affects everything. Okay. Bonus tip. If you live a super stressful life, if you have a stressful day pretty regularly, put this in your mouth before you pull your hair out. This is going to help lower your cortisol. This is another peptide product. It's actually a peptide support product. Put the word calm in the comments, and I will get you details on this. But, I have a friend who was struggling with sleep for 20 years. She's a pediatrician, very active, got girls and a wife and all the things. So anyway, after her first day of taking this, she was able to sleep like a baby first night in 20 years. Now, this will not knock you out. So if you stressed out during the day, you can use it. It's fine. But bottom line is, you've got to protect your sleep like it's your business, because it is. Just think about it. When you've had a great night's rest, how do you treat people the next day? I can tell you what you do. You wake up tired because you have to wake up to an alarm clock, and then you dump copious amounts of caffeine in your body because you got to get yourself going. And then you're so jacked up that you don't eat, and then you crash and you're starving, and then your adrenals are taxed, right? But when you use your peptides, your adrenals are not taxed. When you put the protein in your body, you're going to stay full longer, get that water in, right? We're just going to change. We're just going to tweak some things, because I'm telling you, you're going to 10x your productivity and 10x your relationships when you feel better. And why does it matter? Because your business needs a clear mind, a strong body, and consistent energy. And not just your business, but your life, your household, your family, your coworkers, your customers, your clients, everybody you deal with. They don't just feel your vibes, they buy from them, right? So if you want to glow up, if you want to show up better, if you want to grow your business, if you do have a business online, if you want to grow your business, if you really want to 10x your relationships, you can't be running on fumes, right? Can't be running on fumes. So listen, drop a flame in the chat if your routine needs a reset. And I want to send you a free download that will give you some it's going to be like it's going to be swaps. Like over here, we're going to have habits that could be sabotaging your productivity, and then we're going to put the swaps on this side. All right, so I would love to get that to you, my friend. Just drop a lightning bolt in the chat and I'll get that to you. If you got value from this, please drop value, like, and share, because what I know is that women make the world go round, and we could all use an upgrade. Am I right, or am I right? Have an amazing day, my friend. I love you so much. Good night.